Hello students, in present video I am going to explain about social objectives of business. You can get the material in description box. Social means society. Society includes various sections like customers, employees, investors, suppliers, government and general public. To conduct any business, a businessman needs some resources like men, material, machinery, money and management. Society is going to supply all these resources to the businessman. Similarly, after manufacturing the goods, if businessman wants to sell the goods or services, he has to depend on the society only. Means to start the business, to run the business, a businessman is going to take the help of the society. So, as a token of gratitude, a businessman should think about the welfare of the society and he must lay down some social objectives. In previous video, we learned about the economic objectives of business. What are the economic objectives? Earning profits, creating customers, innovation, optimum utilization of resources. Business can realize these economic objectives only by fulfilling the social objectives. Social objectives of business include these 5 points. Let us begin with the first one. Supplying desired goods and services at reasonable prices. A satisfied customer is an asset to our business. So he becomes our permanent customer and he tells to his friends and relatives about our product and service. So every businessman should aim at satisfying the customer. So businessman should supply quality products at a reasonable price. Here quality means what? The features which are expected by the customer in the product or service he purchases. For example, safety, standard, purity, durability, utility, reliability, etc. Then second one is reasonable price. It is the price which covers cost of production and leaves some reasonable profit to the businessman. For example, to manufacture this pen, a businessman spent 22 rupees. This is called cost of production. And on each pen, he is expecting a profit of 3 rupees. So, he fixed price as 25 rupees. Here, this 3 rupee profit is considered as reasonable profit. Therefore, this 25 rupee is known as reasonable price. So, this point says that a businessman should provide quality products at a reasonable price. In addition to this, a businessman should avoid unfair trade practices. What are they? Let us see. First unfair trade practice is adulteration. For example, take food adulteration. Means what? Mixing poor quality, substandard, harmful material to food items is known as food adulteration. In other words, spoiling the nature and quality of food items is known as food adulteration. For example, milk is adulterated with water, detergent, chalk powder. Similarly, tea leaves are adulterated with used tea leaves. Coffee seeds are adulterated with tamarind seeds. Chili powder with brick powder. Turmeric powder with chalk powder. Honey with sugar and glucose. Ghee with vegetable oils. Wheat with agar. Pulses with colors. Vegetables, fruits are adulterated with different dyes. Apples are adulterated with wax coating. Petrol, diesel are adulterated with kerosene. So many examples we can give for adulteration. Now next one is smuggling. Means what? The illegal transportation of goods and services from one country to another country is called smuggling. Most commonly smuggled goods are mobile phones, electronic items, drugs, tobacco, cigarettes, alcoholic beverages, machinery parts, weapons, etc. Then next one is black marketing. Means what? Creating artificial scarcity for essential goods and services, then selling them at higher prices and making profits is known as black marketing. Next one, misleading advertising. As per the Consumer Protection Act 2007, misleading advertising means giving false information about a product or service. Similarly, misrepresentation For example, misrepresentation of supply of goods. Free delivery is advertised, but when goods are delivered, some sort of fee will be collected from the customers. Next one, hiding some important information about the goods or services. If any advertisement contains any one of these 3 points, that advertisement comes under misleading advertisement. Then remaining points are charging excessive price, underweighing. By adopting these type of unfair trade practices, a businessman may earn profits, but he cannot run his business in this manner for a long period. Today, consumers are conscious about the quality of the goods or services they buy. So by committing this type of unfair trade practices, a businessman may lose their confidence forever. Not only that, he may liable for penalty and imprisonment under law. So a businessman must adopt fair trade practices. So this is all about your first point. Now come to second point. Second point is fair remuneration to employees. A happy employee is considered as a productive employee. Productive employee means he is useful to our organization. Therefore, employee and workers' welfare is one important social objective of every business. They must be paid fair remuneration for their work. Means business should pay proper salaries and wages to them. Similarly, they must be rewarded for their hard work in the form of promotions, bonus, increments, etc. Business should provide healthy and safe work environment to the employees and workers. The working place should be neither too hot nor too cold or humid. Businessmen should install air conditioners where required. There should be proper first aid facilities to the workers who injured while working on machines or otherwise. Similarly, business should ensure other facilities like canteen facility, transportation facility, free accommodation, medical care, etc. With this, second point is completed. Now move to next point. Third point is employment generation. Unemployment is one serious problem in India. Both educated and skilled youth are unemployed. Government cannot provide jobs to all. So, a businessman should aim at providing employment opportunities to the society. How he can create employment opportunities? By expanding his business. Business can be expanded in two ways. First one, by increasing the number of branches at different locations. Second one, by offering new products and services. Suppose take Tata Group. They are doing business with different products and services. For example, Tata Steel, Tata Power. Tata Power is one private sector electricity company. Similarly, Tata Motors, Taj Hotels, Tata Tea, Tata Salt, Tata Sky, Tanishq, a jewelry brand, Titan Watches, TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. It is one IT company. So, when business is expanded, businessman needs more employees and workers. Thus, expansion of business leads to creation of employment opportunities. Not only that, businessman should aim at providing employment opportunities to women and handicapped people. He should avoid the practice of providing employment opportunities on the basis of caste, creed and religion. Fourth point is promotion of social welfare. Business should aim at promoting the welfare of the society. India is the first country in the world to make CSR mandatory for companies. CSR stands for Corporate Social Responsibility. Means companies should think about the welfare of the society. According to Indian Companies Act 2013, companies with net worth of 500 crore or more, or companies with an annual turnover of 1000 crore or more, or companies with annual net profit of 5 crore or more must form a CSR committee, and these companies should spend at least 2% of average profit of previous consecutive 3 financial years. Means what? I am making this video in July 2020. Previous consecutive 3 financial years are 1st April 17 to 31st March 18, 1 year, 18-19 second year, 19-20 third year. In 17-18 year, a particular company earned a profit of 14 crore. In 18-19, the company earned a profit of 16 crore. And in 19-20, profit is 18 crore. Now, find out the average for these 3 profits. So, 3 profits total 48 crore divided by 3 profits is equal to 16 crore. So, 16 crore is the average profit. Now, 2% of 16 crore is 32 lakh. Therefore, in 2020-21 financial year, this particular company should spend at least 32 lakh on CSR programs. Let us see the activities which come under CSR. Types of corporate social responsibility activities. First one is conducting healthcare programs such as medical camps or blood donation camps, etc. Then second one, promoting education to women, poor children, and conducting vocational training programs for the enhancement of employment opportunities. Then promoting gender equality, construction of orphanage centers, construction of old age homes, daycare homes, and promoting women empowerment programs, etc. The next one, environment protection, such as utilization of natural resources effectively, maintaining the quality of water, soil and air, water conservation programs, plantation drives, organic farming programs, taking pollution control measures, contributions to Clean Ganga Fund set up by the central government of India. The next one is protection of national heritage, art and culture, means contributions towards the reconstruction of damaged heritage sites, reconstruction of damaged buildings which have historical value, then activities which promote art and culture. Next, protecting the retired army people, conducting welfare programs for them, protecting war widows and their families. Next, contributions towards Prime Minister National Relief Fund, then contributions towards development of technology, contributions towards the development of rural areas, then helping some NGOs, means non-government organizations like Children Rights and You, Red Cross Society, Mother Teresa Foundation, etc. Then helping the government in infrastructural development activities like helping the government while constructing the dams, parks, roads, libraries, educational institutions, hospitals, etc. Now come to the last social objective. Fifth point, last social objective of business is payment of dues and taxes to government. Every business organization should properly discharge its obligations towards the government. Government undertakes so many welfare activities now. For that, government needs funds. How government procures these funds? Through taxes. So every businessman should honestly disclose his profits and he should pay the taxes at right time. Similarly, he should have positive approach towards the rules and regulations framed by the government. So this is all about social objectives of business. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.